Okay, so in this bathroom that I've been working on, there's a 72-inch linear drain, and it's made by Schluter. There are varying lengths of this type of drain. This one is actually the longest one they make, which is 72 inches, and it's all made of stainless steel, and it has the Curdy membrane attached to it so that you can make a waterproof seal between the drain and the surrounding floor. So when installing this drain, you have to make sure that it's completely supported underneath, and so that's what I'm doing. This is actually unmodified thinset that I'm putting in here, and I'm going to put a bed of this thinset into the concrete groove that we cut out here, and then there's also a foam frame that fits around it to help get into position. And another very important thing about these drains is when you install them, they have to be perfectly level. You don't want to put them in on an angle. They have to be level all the way across. And the longer they are, the harder that becomes. So anyway, I'm just going to prepare this bed of thinset for the drain, and then I'm going to move on to the next step. Okay, so before I actually started cementing anything, I actually dry fit everything to make sure everything would fit, including the part where it hooks to the drain in the floor. Okay, so this drain has a few components. It has the stainless steel drain body, then it has the rubber flange, which goes connected to the stainless steel part of the drain, and then you attach a piece of ABS or PVC piping to that, and then that goes glued into the drain in the floor. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to spread some thinset along the edge of the bottom side of the drain body. Then I'm going to attach the foam frame to it, and then I'm going to make sure that I got sufficient cement in the channel where it's going to go, and I'm going to put it in place. But first, obviously, I'm going to use the cleaner and to clean the PVC in this case that's attached to the drain, and the PVC in the floor where it's going to be attached. Okay, so first you apply the cleaner to both parts of the drain where they're going to connect. Then you apply the glue, and then you put them into place. And you just want to make sure that you work quickly, but you do get it where it needs to go. Okay, so once you have it glued in place and attached, you're going to make sure that it's perfectly level and where you want it to be. Because once everything sets up, there's no moving it. So check and double check. Okay, so once you've got the drain in place and you're happy with the way it is, you can attach the Cody membrane to the floor. And on the side I'm kneeling on, there's already a Detra, which I've actually pre-filled with thinset. And on the other side, on the gray side there where it says concrete, I'm going to be putting Cody membrane and Cody band all the way around the perimeter, connecting to the floor. Okay, so I have the Cody band going all the way around the perimeter of the wall, and now I'm going to install the Cody membrane on this part of the floor. Because on concrete I'm going to be using an unmodified thinset and the Detra trowel, and you always want to make sure you get a 2-inch overlap on any seam. Okay, so one piece wasn't wide enough, so I have to cut another piece for this area here. And as always, I'm going to make sure that I get a 2-inch overlap on both sides. So to install the Cody membrane, because this is a concrete base, you should use an unmodified thinset, and the trowel is a Detra trowel, which is an 1/8-inch square notch trowel. It's a Cody trowel, which is an 1/8-inch square notch trowel. And first dampen the concrete. You don't want to leave any standing water. You just want to give it a bit of a drink, so that the concrete does not suck the moisture right out of the thinset. And then spread your thinset and smooth in your membrane. Okay, so in this last part, I'm just feathering where the seam is, so it's a nice flat transition. Because this is going to be a mosaic tile, so it's small, and I don't want to have any bumps. So just a little thinset to feather it off. Okay, so I let it dry overnight. So now I'm going to install the drain grate and then start tiling the floor. So the protective plastic cover that's on the drain body can at this point be removed, and the drain grate can be put in place. Okay, so the drain grate has a couple parts to it. It's the frame. I think they call it a frame, I'm not sure, but we'll just call it frame for now. The frame, which I'm putting in place here, and then the grate itself. So we won't actually be putting in the grate for now because I still have to tile it. So I'm just going to make sure everything fits and everything lines up, and then I'm going to put in the spaces. Okay, so depending on the length of your drain, you're going to get more or less of these spaces. So they go hooked under the tabs there of the grate frame, and then there's a couple of screws on each one so that you can adjust the height for the tile. So you don't have to get it exactly now. You can get an approximate, but then as you're tiling, then you can make the adjustment to get it exactly the height you need. Okay, another thing you'll find in the box are the are foam spacers, and they are put in place so that as you're tiling and working around the frame there, it won't you won't crush it in or move it, so that when you go to put the grate in, it'll actually fit. If you don't use these, you could accidentally squeeze the frame, and then you won't be able to get the grate in. So just make sure you use these. Depending on the length of the drain, you'll have more or less. And then if you do these once in a while, you can actually save these parts here and use them on another drain when you get it, if you need more. This is a height adjustment, just the height. This is to keep it from collapsing. Okay, so once you have that in place, then you can start tiling. And you just want to make sure that when you install your tile that you completely fill the underneath part of this frame. You don't want to leave it empty, because you want to make sure it's completely filled so that the frame is completely supported. And then as you install in your tile, you can make adjustments on the spaces. Okay, so once you have the base, the bottom of the grate frame filled and it's completely supported, then you can go ahead and start installing your tile. Okay, so I would only do this as I'm installing the tile. I wouldn't do it the day before, because if you fill under the grate the day before and then it sets up, and if you need to make an adjustment, you can't. So just do it as you're installing the tile, not before, so that you can make adjustments. Okay, so as you install your tile, you are going to adjust the height of the grate to exactly where it needs to be by turning the little screws and feeling, where it needs to be. Okay, so when it's all said and done, this is what you should end up with. The only thing left is to let the tile set and then install the grate itself. Okay, so when everything's all set, you're going to remove all the spaces and all the everything out of it, clean out the drain, and then just pop in the grate, and that's it. That's all there is to it. And just when you grout, you just want to make sure you protect it.